Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to a brand new day of Let's Play Octopath Traveler. Now, yesterday we started doing the Chapter 4 quests. We started off with Hannet, mainly because probably one of my favorite characters, and maybe not the most, you know, intriguing story. It's a simple story. I think the one that's really kind of got me the most intrigued is probably got to be Cyrus. Um, it was a fun one. I wanted to see what Red Eye was, what it looked like, and still kind of don't, unless he's just supposed to be like pitch black like that. It almost seemed like they didn't really want to draw him out. Wanted to keep him some sort of a mystery. Primrose is also pretty interesting, but it's it's pretty standard. Alphen, it's whatever. Old Barracks, Tale of Revenge, yeah. Okay, but with that, since I'm talking about Cyrus, let's go and do his. Okay, I guess we must have traveled to this place. Guess we gotta go to the bar. Go this way. Come on, really? Gotta go all the way around. It's interesting travel banter before. It's the first time we've gotten travel banter. Bank, right? Anytime we get travel banter, it's in the middle of a chapter quest. It's the first time it's happened just randomly. And I think it's the first time with 3 people. Ophelia, what are you two doing? Are those cards? That's right. We're about to play a game. You should join us, Ophelia. That sounds like fun, but I have no idea how to play. Not to worry. We can explain the rules to you. It'd be a nice little break for all of us. Well, if you're offering, how could I refuse? And that's how it started. What we thought would be a nice little break turned into something that we never expected. Oh, 8 of swords, and 3 of them no less. Promising hand. 'Tis easy to know Tressa's hand, for she shows her delight and dismay plainly on her face. The problem is, what does Ophelia have? Her constant smile makes her impossible to read. She must have a tell, but I've yet to find it. Well, I have 2 pairs, 3 of swords, and 5 of cups. I have 3 of a kind, the 8 of swords. I've got 4 of the same, 6 of staves, right? Unbelievable. Ophelia wins again. It's all that praying. A deft player, to be sure. How do you do it, Ophelia? I just let the flame guide me, right? I see. You shrew greedy. You shrew greed and let nature take its course. Let nature take its course? What kind of strategy is that? We all have that choice. Fight for what you desire, or let the chips fall where they may. Alright. Still in pursuit of the Forbidden Tome, you journey to Duskbarrow, and ever closer to the truth. Chapter 4. The story so far. And so Cyrus's search for the ancient tome led him to Stoneguard, where Headmaster Yvonne lay in wait. Using the forbidden blood magic gleaned from those pages, he aspired to powers unholy and profane. But Yvonne, more demon than man at the end, met his demise. Preposterous. I am all powerful. I am eternal, immortal. They were all lies. Such were his last words. But who lied to him? And what was their ultimate aim? Was Cyrus fully prepared to face the truth that awaited him? A foreboding shadow fell over him as he came to Duskbarrow.
Time to do some research.
And here we are. Somewhere in this town lies the headmaster's ultimate destination. Given the nature of his research, it is reasonable to assume that there is a secret laboratory of sort. Probably behind that nice fancy door. I will get to the bottom of this, no matter what. That's the headmaster's assistant, Lucia, was it? Now that I recall, she disappeared after that incident at the headmaster's house. What's her role in all of this? I must not let her out of my sight. So our journey bringeth to Duskbarrow. Ah yes, you are from this region, are you not? I, though I have never visited the town, I've heard tell of it. It is famous for the many ruins that surround it, many of them dating from the Age of Legends. The Age of Legends, you say, 1,000 years in the past. For their age, the structures are remarkably well preserved. Master once told me a story of the ruins. He said that whenever danger or disaster is visited upon Duskbarrow, the people taken shelter in the ruins. Whatever era they were built strong using techniques no longer known. Lost architectural techniques, you say? My interest is piqued. I'm inclined to investigate, after, of course, we have settled this affair of Headmaster Yvonne. Thou art confident of our success. I always am. Okay, I think she went in here, right? She was just here. Wherever could she have gone? What's this?
What have we here?
A button of sorts. Press the button. Was it a doorbell? Nothing happened. I should have known it wouldn't be that simple. I guess we have to ask some people around town. Oh, interesting. Perhaps I should pull it instead. Sure, let's try that. Can't really pull. I guess you can't pull a button. I must be losing my wits. How does one even go about pulling a button? I was thinking the same thing. But I guess you kind of can pull a button if it's sticking out. I guess if it's flush, maybe not.
What have we...
In that case, ignore it. Okay, that didn't help.
What have we?
The mat is probably twist, right?
It couldn't be.
Heaven forbid that would quickly put an end to any further trial and error. Last choice, I guess.
What have? Aha!
Well, this is a turn. Very funny. I should proceed with caution. Right. After getting knocked out. Oh, interesting. Straight into a dungeon, I see. Oh. No, hold on.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
You know what? Forget it.
Letting the hunt begin.
I was thinking, should I bring Therion with me? But who am I going to take out? Gotta keep my healer. I don't want to take out Hannet or Tressa. Can't take out Cyrus.
Can't we settle this
Guess we'll
like
just
gentlemen?
stick with this.
Let's do this!
Let's put on... yes, let's take this one out, Evasive Maneuvers. That'll be helpful. Right, can't get to that.
Letting us begin.
Bound to be some good stuff in some of these places.
Letting the hunt begin.
I guess after we're done with this dungeon, we can swap the Therion really quick and just get that. See if it's worth going back to the other dungeons. I'm imagining it's some type of weapon or accessory. That one's pretty close to the entrance.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
It's a quick check for us.
Now, what next?
Ooh, 20,000. Vivifying stone.
I've done my research on you.
That guy is sparkling.
What next?
He's just like a lantern, I guess. Who knows? Oh, look at the murals. These walls seem quite old. That seems like a bloodstone in the middle of that lizard-looking thing. Yet they still stand strong. And what are these curious patterns? Look how perfectly they're aligned. Whatever could they be for?
Aha!
Wait, that's it. Together the markings illustrate something. Yes, it's a mural, dude. Here they billow and swell. An ocean of blood? It seems to be depicting something overflowing. And yet the depiction is abstract and surreal. Wait, I've seen markings like this somewhere. Of course. The ruins of High Hornburgian. The ruins are being used to paint a picture. Might there not be a hidden message contained within? It is as if the ruins are flowing forth from some kind of gate. Though I hate to admit it, I fear deciphering this will take more time than I have. I should move on. Maybe it's more abstract than I thought. Are we talking about the stuff on the sides? Ooh, travel banter. It's gonna be with Olberic. He rarely talks to you. Notice most of the time it's the women that want to talk to you. Ophelia, Hannah, Tressa. Did you learn anything about these wall paintings? A little, yes. For example, they clearly date from ancient times. I believe that they have religious significance of some kind. But I saw nothing in them of the teachings of the sacred flame. The beliefs in the age of legend were quite different from today. It was a time before the religious schism. You mean even before the sacred flames teachings began? Precisely so. An age almost entirely unknown to us. A time when gods and mortals walked together upon the soil. I am blessed indeed to have been given the chance to visit these ruins. They are a scholar's paradise. I'm glad too. It almost feels like I can hear the thoughts of the people who lived long ago. The very breath of the ancients born on the wind over these many long centuries, whispering of great and epic tales. Wonder if this is like a reference to the ancients in Final Fantasy VII. Now let's see where this takes us. The ruins of El. I feel like I've
Standest thou
seen that
against me,
statue before.
then be hunted.
Was it in Headmaster
Come in, if
Vaughn's,
thou
Vaughn's
darest.
house? Yeah, that one up there.
What have we
And here we have a library of sorts. Look at all these tomes. Did Headmaster Vaughn through them all?
It couldn't be.
Volume 7 of the Trial of the 12, but only the first 5 volumes are extant. What does that mean? Forbidden Gold, Covenant of the Sage. I wonder if that's a reference to the secret job. Yeah, probably not. These books were all said to have been lost ages ago. And what's this? A personal dictionary. The translation of ancient tongues. The headmaster collect all this by himself?
No.
No, that would be impossible for even the most esteemed of scholars. No, such a vast repository of knowledge must have been accumulated over decades, even centuries. From this trove to those old wall paintings, this place is one enigma after the next. One thing is clear: if there is a mastermind behind all this, I can expect to find him here. I wonder if there's any secret chests here. Let's see. Yep, another woman. Professor. What is it, Tressa? I was just thinking about the books here. They all seem very special. How much are they worth, do you think? Ah, Tresha. We can always trust you to be interested in the worth of things. Those books record the history of all that has happened, every event from beginning to end. Gosh. In other words, they contain the knowledge of the world, knowledge won at the cost of uncounted lives. Whoa, I don't think I could put a price on that. Quite. They are without question priceless. where they belong to all men. And maybe we should make lots of copies and sell them cheaply so that as many people as possible can read them. A splendid idea. The question then becomes, how does one produce books cheaply and in large quantities? Oh, he's not even going to talk about the statue.
Let us beginnen.
Oh, look at that, it's a red one.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Night Shield.
Flame, protect us! What to do?
Oh, another save point. Oh, there's somebody up there. Let's put this on. Oh, you've got
Now,
it.
letting us hunting. Come in, if thou darest.
Professor, you truly are every bit as brilliant as old Yvonne said.
Of course. Didn't I say she was the mastermind?
I did not come here for false flattery.
Oh, but I was being quite sincere. A shame the purport eludes your grasp.
To think you were the one pulling the strings. The headmaster was merely your puppet all along.
Very astute. Yes, it was I who maneuvered to install him in that position in the first place.
Well, she sure sounds evil.
To my dismay, he had a willful streak that got in the way.
One might say the fault lies in the person who chose him for the task.
One might say that, yes. Now, let us proceed to the matter at hand. Your search for the original copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell has miraculously led you to me.
A lot
In
of books
finding
here.
me, you have displayed some measure of knowledge and acumen.
I guess this is how she's been getting. Now, what would be really a twist is that, like, she's like some vampire or something, and she's like 1,000 years old, and she's the one who's been collecting these books, stealing them from people, accumulating knowledge, and just becoming like all powerful and evil.
More than anything, you have shown a pure and unrelenting passion for seeking out the truth.
That's the twist I would want. If it's just some random evil lady, it's going to be a little disappointing.
I hold that particular quality in the highest regard.
Is she floating?
What say you, Cyrus? Will you join me in my research?
It almost seems like she's floating. He is kind of too.
Ridiculous.
Maybe it's just the fog, who knows?
If that is a jape, it is a poor one.
A jape? What a curious reaction from a scholar like yourself. The wall paintings in this place, did they not pique your interest? Did your heart not race when you saw the countless lost tomes in my study?
To say I was not intrigued would be a lie.
Of course you were. Any true scholar would feel the same. I must unravel these mysteries. I must have the answers. Your mind, no, your very soul burns with an all-consuming desire to know. That is what separates you from the rest, Cyrus. We are true seekers of knowledge, you and I. Together, we can unlock all the secrets behind our world.
I'll pass.
How can you refuse? You covet the mysteries of the universe. You yearn to know the truth. Surely you can stand shoulder to shoulder with me.
That's it exactly.
What? What is it?
Surely you. I take issue with your solicitation. You don't care who you use in your schemes. What of Headmaster Yvonne?
Don't be ridiculous. He was devoid of the passion you have. He was nothing but a pawn to the end, incapable of envisioning an ultimate goal.
On what grounds do you base that assumption? Can a man not grow his mind? If you found him wanting, why did you not teach him?
Teach him?
Take him on as your pupil. Impart your vast knowledge, that he might one day be your peer.
Preposterous. You speak the impossible. Mediocrity is as mediocrity does. Knowledgeable as he was, his own actions prevented him from ever approaching genius. A genius such as yourself must understand this.
There's where you and I differ. I haven't given up on mediocrity. As scholars, we learn from the past to better understand the present and pass our knowledge on to the future. What do you mean to do with the knowledge you amass? The secrets you unravel? Carry them to your grave, content they are inscrutable to all who do not possess your genius? You would call them simpletons, fools, feeble minds. I say it is you who lacks the ability to teach and inspire. A true scholar does not look down on others for what they do or do not know. Those who know impart knowledge to those who do not. If something is wrong, those who know the answer correct it.
This is going on for a little too long.
The process repeats, bringing us closer and closer to enlightenment. I teach my students with the expectation that one day they will surpass me. I long for the day when I will have the chance to learn from them.
Enough! I've given you plenty of opportunities to make a move. Any move. But clearly we are going nowhere fast. If you would rather die without discovering the truth, so be it. I have already synthesized a perfect blood crystal, precisely as detailed in the original tome. With it, I will cast off the shackles of humanity. A human can only learn so much in its short lifetime. I will gain the time, The power to understand everything.
Well, it's kind of right, but I guess it was kind of hinted in the chapter 3 quest. But so she's still human.
You may be a fool, but to show no hard feelings, you can participate in an empirical analysis of my newfound power.
If believing in the future makes one a fool, then call me a proud fool. But know this. When I emerge victorious, I will unravel the secrets of that tome and arrive at my own answer. Let this be a lesson to you. The future of mankind is bright.
Gee,
I cannot fail.
physical perfection. 30. Oh my god. Whoa.
It's my turn now.
That is impressively strong.
What next?
So much.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, let's try fire.
Ignis Arder.
Well, you know what? You know, I just noticed this, but it took me this. I guess I've noticed it before, but I just never kind of thought
Let
about
my
it.
arrow fly and true.
The icons on the vulnerability, usually the physical damage dealing weapons are on the left, and the magic's on the right. So looking at there being a bow all the way to the right means there's probably no magic that this thing is vulnerable to.
Rain and arrows up on them.
Wow, didn't miss one.
Here I go. I'll get my money's worth.
That didn't blind it.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's save that for now. Blinder. Oh, great.
Come in, if thou darest. Rain and arrows up on them.
Oh, I should
What is the
use
logical course of
her
action?
special job. I don't think I've even used it.
How about this?
Huh? Bring about a miracle of
Or
healing.
Cyrus, who's getting destroyed.
Come in, if thou darest. Better than a snare.
It's my turn now.
An interesting dilemma.
Okay, let's see. What can I do with you? Nothing really. Oh yeah, you have a bow.
What next?
Let's do this. Feel the power.
She's probably not,
I'll do
like
my
I said,
best.
weak to any kind of magic, but the rune will probably put in work. Man, I've had a staff on Ophelia forever. It's so weird seeing her with the polearm or with the dagger. Damn it with that stupid.
Letting the hunt begin it.
So annoying.
Rain and arrows up on them.
Okay, let's take this opportunity to
How about
awaken
this?
her.
What to
Set up
do?
a rune. Let's do fire. Doesn't really
Fire.
matter.
I'll not be defeated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
that
enough
does so much
come.
damage. It's insane.
Cowering before the huntress.
Now, what next?
And then I think for you, we can also do this.
Elemental break.
That way,
What to do?
everybody else is gonna do more damage.
Ah! I'll not be defeated. There.
Back to 30. Oh, well, only down to 15.
Ah!
It'd be nice if she's weak
What is the
to
logical
fire
course
now.
of action?
Letting my
Nice.
arrow fly and true.
I'll do my best. Here I go.
Ooh, I don't want to try this, even though I should probably heal. Yeah, let's do it. Just for fun, since everybody's got a bunch of BP.
Stayora, Starwalker, look upon us.
I'm not even maxed
My
out,
turn
really.
now.
Kind of interesting. I guess I'll just heal with her.
Let me help.
Not that did much.
Ah!
That was pretty close. Unless it was designed not to kill you.
My focus is unparalleled. Ignis are dead.
Coming, if holding back nothing. Cowering before the huntress.
Well, yep.
The
I
hunt
still didn't
ends.
use Hennet's special job. Oh well. Easy enough. Not getting any weapons for fighting these bosses.
No! There is so much more I must learn.
No, kind of killing her doesn't feel as satisfying. I feel like the headmaster should have been the final chapter boss because, you know, he tried to kill us. Was she really doing anything that evil? So she didn't want to teach people. So what? I mean, maybe you could say she's hoarding all this stuff, but maybe she's willing to share it. I don't know. It seems kind of like, and yeah, sure, she turned herself into a demon, but you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, your devotion to the pursuit of knowledge is admirable. Unfortunately for you, you will not live to pass that on. Like Cyrus is the evil one here, and slightly. In the far reaches of hell, at last I have the original. I don't think the book would be read. How many lives have been lost to the dark knowledge in these pages? I mean, I guess she might be sort of responsible for the headmaster's death. But no, knowledge itself cannot be good or evil, only the hearts of those who would use it. I will use all the resources at my disposal to decipher this work for myself. And I will find the answers I seek, an answer of my very own. Perhaps one of the tomes in the study I pass through might aid me in deciphering these glyphs. Yes, I should return. That's interesting. Scrutinize the archives in the ruins of Eld. Still not done. I probably should have saved it, but whatever.
Here I come.
Ooh.
Uh. 'Cause, uh, 'cause, 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 'cause
there's going to be
There is
another
no
boss.
Letting the hunt begin.
There ain't going to be another boss. It's going to be a little anticlimactic, to be honest.
I will battle. Here I go!
Wonder if it's going to be obvious which book I need. Or do I just have to kind of like approach the bookshelves? I don't think I passed anything
Step
else.
right up!
Letting the hunt begin.
I already passed the bookshelves. Maybe I need to. Well, first of all, let's put this support skill back, so we're not getting in a million fights. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's something. At long last, I can begin to study the tomes in the earnest. High Hornburg Dictionary. This is kind of reminding me of that one Twilight episode, where I think it was Twilight episode where I think the guy worked in like a bank, and he wanted to like just read, and one day he goes into the vault down below to read, sneak away from work, and I think there's like a nuclear fallout, and everybody's dead, and he's like, finally, I can read all I want. And then he bends over to pick up a book, and his glasses fall and they break. I think Family Guy made fun of this. They did a bit on it. Let's see now. An ancient tome detailing how the 12 gods sealed away an unholy power beyond the edge of the world. Trial of the 12, Volume 7. It would appear the 12 gods sealed power beyond the edge of the world. Let's see now. In the pages of this tome, the secrets banished by the gods are likened to a golden fruit, and an ominously worded letter is issued to any who would covet this forbidden power. Forbidden gold. Golden fruit. Is that a reference to Adam and the apple, Adam and Eve?
Now, letting us hunting.
My turn now.
Yeah, I forgot to save it. Let's save it. Ah,
Time
of
to
course,
teach
that's
you
the
a
final book we
lesson.
need to read. I thought he already read it.
What next?
I guess maybe he could just never decipher it. I gotta say, I am kind of curious what this book was about, considering we've been searching for it forever. The tome wherein is a writ in horrifying detail a forbidden rite to bring back the unholy power sealed away beyond the edge of this world. Oh, okay. It is filled with arcane knowledge on the secrets of life and death. Yes, I see. I do believe I have the knowledge I need to decipher the mural. I'm gonna go back all the way to the mural then, huh? Okay, well, it's kind of a walk back. Might be easier just to
Can't we
fast
settle
travel
this
out of
like
the dungeon, to
gentlemen?
be honest, but let's just walk back.
I'll do my best.
It's much easier.
I will battle.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
love finding all that money on the ground. You know, maybe not. This might have been the closer way. Let's see now. Death, doom, destruction. Death, doom, destruction. The mural's meaning. A little simple, but you know. This repeats. Death, doom, destruction. Most intriguing.
Now then,
Now, let me think through all I have learned. What did the 12 gods do? Sealed power way beyond the edge of the world. What forbidden power did the gods seal away? Power of life and death?
but of course.
Indeed, the power of life and death. That is the forbidden secret held within these pages. Trial of the 12 tells the tale of how the 12 gods sealed this power away. The author of Forbidden Gold compares this power to a golden fruit. Like a golden fruit, it calls out to and tempts the human heart. Into the pages of From the Far Reaches of Hell was this power sealed. These glyphs. Yes, I believe I can decipher them now. Thought we just did that. Death, 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 death. Doom, 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 doom. That's not what it said before. At least it was in a different order. Death, doom, destruction. I think we can safely assume this is a warning of sorts. A warning of the calamity that awaits us if the gate is open and the forbidden unleashed. Were the mural and tome left behind as an invitation or a warning? Probably a warning.
But of course.
Yes, the mural was left behind as a warning. I'm sure of it. Now, I wonder if you pick the other one, just tells you you're wrong. They made this guy kind of like he's a scholar. He's supposed to be smart, but some of these deductions are just so stupid. I'm like, makes me like think he's stupider, right? Like when someone's smart and like they have to try so hard to like prove that they're smart, it's so easy for them to just be stupid or just come off as stupid. At least I don't know.
Indeed.
Knowledge in and of itself is not inherently good or evil. It can, however, serve either purpose. All depends on the heart of he who would use it. I chose to believe that whoever created this mural so many years ago believed the same. For the sake of our future, be not tempted by the darkness.
Indeed.
Yes, these dark secrets must never be allowed to be put into practice. I mean, he's kind of contradicting himself, right? I mean, what about if somebody with a good heart wanted to learn about this arcane life and death magic? Or does it just always turn bad? The mere existence of this tome is a threat. Shall I destroy it and banish its baleful knowledge for all eternity?
Not exactly.
No. Destroying the tome would not banish the darkness that exists in the heart of man. And as long as the darkness exists, people will find a way to work evil. I must preserve this knowledge that we might put it to use for good, not evil.
Thusly.
And yet there is much more I must learn. I must decipher in full the context of this tome, and the murals in this place and pass them on to those who would follow us. That one day, should we be threatened by forces from the far reaches of hell,
Yes.
our descendants will possess the knowledge needed to protect this realm. First, I must return to Atlas Dam and file a report on what I've seen here. Then I must begin my analysis of the material I have collected. Yes, I'll be burning the midnight oil after night after night, no doubt, and I can scarcely wait. Yep, back to clear our name.
Professor! Professor!
Over here, Therese.
That stack of books seems to get bigger every time I see you.
And I'll need twice again as many to have any hope of translating this ancient tome.
Twice as many?
Fascinating, is it not? A traditional fairy tale from a certain region mentioned a gate of sorts. And I could not help but notice a parallel to the mural I found.
I see. Hence, these books on local folklore?
You know, I wonder if Octopath Traveler 2 has some of these storylines in it. I know it's got like 8 new people, but I wonder if they kept some of it, some of this game.
Just so. Considering your subject from all possible angles is a fundamental principle of scholarly research. But I forget myself. Might I surmise that you've come here to inform me that it's time for class?
Yes. You're late, Professor.
Oh, it's Princess Mary.
Pray forgive me, Your Highness. Very well then, my students. Let us begin. To quote the words of one Susanna Grotoff, author of Knowledge is Light. The pursuit of knowledge is a journey with no destination. As long as people live, there is always something to learn. And so we learn, we record, we speak. Points connect, thus forming our history, our agency, our identity. This world we live in is not for or of any one individual, and neither is knowledge. And so I write and speak of all that I learned, to plant seeds of knowledge that will be harvested by those who follow me. To you who have found my writings, read well these words, that they may help you build a bridge to a brighter future.
For the future's sake. Achievement. Hey, she kind of looks familiar. She kind of looks like if you look at Ophelia's depiction, she kind of looks like that, just slightly different. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it's like she looks like this girl looks young, and Ophelia looks like the older version of her. Let me pull up a picture. I think it was... What was it under? Job skills? No. Status? Right. Maybe not. No, definitely not her. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay. Now, I guess before we save it, let's go and rest at the inn first. And then we'll save it. I will say that that ending to that was, I would say his chapter 3 was better. Honestly, if it ended at chapter 3, I probably would have been more happy than the way it ended. Right now, I would say Hannet as the better chapter 4 out of the 2 that I've done so far. But anyways, that is it for tonight. Got to go to bed for work tomorrow, so I try to get in at least an hour, which coincidentally enough is enough for one chapter. So we still got 6 chapters. I don't know who I'm gonna do tomorrow. I was thinking of probably doing the people that are currently in my party, so it's either going to be Ophelia or Tressa. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, Ophelia's chapter 3 kind of did end in a sort of interesting way. So it's that chapter 4, it's bound to be pretty good. But I am also curious how Tressa is going to go. I don't know. Should we save Tressa for last? Since we started with her? Yeah, you know what? That sounds kind of poetic. Alright, we'll do Ophelia tomorrow. And then we'll switch party members and do the rest. And we'll save Tressa for last. So, that's the plan. But like I said, with that, I'm going to call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.